What do you understand by this picture? Football, it's so easy because there's a goal post. But even in cricket, there is a goal. Even in volleyball, there is a goal. Basketball, too, again, it's very, very close to football. Okay, you have to. But there is a goal. In each and every game, there is a goal. Correct? So, if we cannot play any game without a goal, then how come we are playing this game called life without goals? Most of us, we are playing this game called life without goals. We don't know where we want to go. Okay, just imagine for a minute you are going to the railway station. Okay, or to the airport. Normally, we don't go to the airport to book tickets. But imagine you are going to the airport to book tickets, or you are going to the railway station for booking a ticket. Nowadays, we don't go to the railway station also. But just imagine. Okay, and you go to the ticket counter, and you ask him, give me a ticket. What will be his question? What will be the question by the person on the ticket counter?
Where do you want to go?
Where do you want to go? Okay, and you say, no, don't worry about where I want to go. You just give me the ticket. Can he? Going to a travel agent, and you say, I want to go on a holiday. Give me the ticket. Give me a ticket. Give me 3 tickets. Me, my wife, and my daughter, or my son. Give me 3 tickets.
The same question. Where do you want to go?
Where do you want to go? And you say, I don't know. I want to go to some nice place.
He may suggest you some places.
Yeah, okay. And he suggests some places. And whatever he says, no. He says, it's okay, you can go to the mountains. He says, no, I don't like mountains. Then he suggests you go to the beaches. No, I don't like beaches. So how long before he will get upset?
He will get angry again.
He'll get angry or he'll get upset. Okay.
Yeah.
But see, the fact is, most of us, we know what we don't want. But most of us, we don't know what we want. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree, absolutely.
So not knowing where you want to go is not enough to go anywhere. Even if you don't know where you don't want to go, you have to decide where you want to go. And that's what a goal is. A goal is nothing but where you want to go. Am I clear so far? There's a beautiful quote I read about 2 days back. If you are bored with life, and if you don't get up every morning with a burning desire to do things, it means you don't have enough goals. Read that once again, and then tell me true or false.
It is absolutely true.
Absolutely true. So when you say absolutely true, can I say 100 out of 100?
Yes.
5 goals. Okay. Number 1, goals inspire you, and also it inspires others around you. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. See, I'll tell you one very important thing, which, based on my experience, 99% of people don't. And that is, when you have a goal, people get attracted. Even people who don't have a goal, they get attracted to people who have a goal. Now, it may not happen immediately. That is, today you have a goal, and tomorrow onwards, people will start flocking to you. No. You need to have your goal. But within 1 week, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, the more committed you are to your goal. Okay, and there's one more idea which I'll share later. Okay, once you do that, people will start. Okay, number 2, goals are the reason for you to go to work. Now, there was a research where they asked, I think, 100 people or 1,000 people something. Why do you go to work? And 95% of the people, welcome Samir, 19 out of 20 is 90%. No, 95%. 95% of the people, they had no reason why they go to work. You know, they said, oh, because everybody goes to work. Okay, I don't know how many of you have heard this beautiful definition of success. Okay, if you have a pen and paper, you can write it down. And the definition of success, it says, success is progressive realization of predetermined goals. Success is progressive realization of predetermined goals. That means it doesn't matter whether you're achieving or not, as long as you have got it. Actually, you know, your success starts the day you have a clear goal. You can call yourself success. Nobody else will call you success. People will call you success only after you achieve. But actually, you're already successful if you have got a goal. I don't know how many of you have read about it or heard about this or know about this, but there was a research done in either Harvard or Stanford or something. And this is almost about 40 years back. Okay. And they asked a question to all the students, 2,000 plus students. Okay, either in Harvard or Stanford. And 20 years later, they went back to the same 2,000 plus students. Okay, almost they could locate at least about 80 to 90%. So they went back to them and they found out how they are. And they found that 27% of those students, they were financially dependent on somebody else. What percentage? 27%. 27% of who? Of the Harvard or Stanford graduates. That's, I mean, like Stanford and Harvard are like the ultimate, correct? In the world.
Correct.
Okay, you cannot even imagine that they will be anything less than successful, isn't it? For me, it was a big shock. I mean, I couldn't even believe. Even today, I don't believe, honestly speaking, you know. But it says, they say it's true. So from that angle, I believe. Okay, that's fine. 60% of them, they were living from payday to payday. Do you know what payday to payday means?
Yes.
Yeah, that means there is more month at the end of the money than more money at the end. Right? That's one of the best definitions I have heard about payday to payday. That there is more month left, but the money is over. Okay, so payday. All right. 10% of people, they were well. They were what you were writing for upper middle class. Upper middle class. Okay, and what is the percentage left? What is the percentage left?
13.
27, no, 27, 60, and 27, 60, and 10.
3.
3%. Only 3% were really wealthy. Only 3% were really living a life, a kind of a dream life. All right. Now these are the statistics. So how does it help you and me? It helps you and me if you understand there was only one difference between those 87, that is the bottom 87% and top 13%. There was only one major difference. Everything else, they were more or less same. More or less same. So can you guess what will be the difference between top 13% and the bottom 87%? The top 13%, they had clear-cut goals. Clear goals. Whereas the bottom 87%, they did not have clear-cut goals. Most of them didn't even have goals. And even those who had goals, they did not have clear goals. They were not clear what they want. For example, okay, I say, I want to be rich. I want to make a lot of money. I want to buy a car. I want to buy a house. Is that a clear-cut goal?
No.
No. No. And we'll go a little later into what is a clear-cut goal. But the major difference between these 13% and 87% is they had clear-cut goals. So is it better to live a life with clear-cut goals, or is it better to live a life without goals or without clear goals? Which is better?
With
Clear goals, absolutely. But then I came to know the next information. And that is, there was only one difference between the top 3% and the 10%. Out of 13%, there was only one difference between 10% and 3%. Can you guess what it was? You need to focus on one goal in the beginning. Once you have achieved one goal, then you can have two. Once you have achieved two goals, then you can have three. Once you have achieved three goals, you can have 10 goals. But do you want to know the right answer? The 3%, they had written goals. They had written down their goals. The other 10%, they had goals in their mind. They had their goals in the heart. But these 3%, they had their goals in the mind, they had their goals in the heart, but they also had goals on the paper. They also had goals of their wall. Are you with me?
yes.
So given a choice, would you like to be among 3% or 10%?